Just when we thought the 2021 offseason quarterback carousel was over, it has officially brought its head back again, with Aaron Rodgers displaying his displeasure with the Green Bay Packers organization and his willingness to be traded. One team that has been coming up in a lot of different trade rumors has been the Denver Broncos. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a possibility of Aaron Rodgers being traded to the Denver Broncos, and we're also going to go back and display why he is unhappy. But before we get into that, make sure you guys leave this video a like. That helps to continue this channel to grow. And if you are a first-time viewer and you enjoy football content, click that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you will not miss a single video that I post. But let's get into this Aaron Rodgers saga. Without further ado, let's dive into it.
I'm striving to get rich. That's why I always went 2 years without buying shoes and fits. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
Aaron Rodgers' unhappiness with the Green Bay Packers organization all started back in that 2020 NFL draft where the Packers took Jordan Love in the first round. Now, a lot of people are comparing that situation to the situation that Aaron Rodgers was drafted in originally back in 2005. While they might be similar, they are very different. Brett Favre in that situation was contemplating retirement almost every single season, and Green Bay felt the need to get his predecessor now, while Favre is playing back and forth with retirement, coming back, retirement, coming back. They felt the need to get the quarterback now, especially if Brett Favre was set to retire. Now, the difference between that and Aaron Rodgers' situation is that Aaron Rodgers is basically still playing the best football of his career, hasn't contemplated retirement at all, and he's now coming off of his third MVP season and has been in the past said he was willing to play past 40 years old. And also the drafting of Jordan Love came off as a bit weird, especially when the Green Bay Packers at that time, and I still think at this moment today, need help at the wide receiver position. Despite Devontae Adams coming off of a career season, the Green Bay Packers still have yet to address a solid number 2 wide receiver. While Marquez Valdes-Scantling has been up and down as far as his hands go, Allen Lazard has started to come into his own, but he's also struggled as well. Even though Tonyan was catching touchdowns, I still don't think he's that tight end that really changes games in his offense. I feel Tonyan's production is more on Rodgers' greatness versus Tonyan himself. Now, the Packers have a really good backfield with Aaron Jones leading the charge, but the Packers still need help at that wide receiver position. They still, I think, need a number 2 receiver, a guy that can play inside in a slot, a guy that can be a very reliable third down target for Aaron Rodgers. Maybe a Cole Beasley, maybe a Scotty Miller, a guy in Tampa, somebody of that nature to come in, be that slot receiver that can consistently get open in short routes in third down situations. And on top of that, I think the Green Bay Packers can use someone with some speed that can really take the top off of defense, open things up even more for Adams, open things up even more for Scantling and Lazard. Now, those weapons are very good weapons, but I think the Green Bay Packers offensively are a speed slot type of receiver away from really taking that offense to the next level. Even though Aaron Rodgers is still coming off of his MVP season, the Packers still need to address that on the offense. And also his unhappiness is the Green Bay Packers organization not willing to listen to him as far as things that maybe he could want, things maybe he can need. And in this day of an NFL era, let's just face it, the quarterbacks basically run things as far as organization goes. And a quarterback with Aaron Rodgers' level and Aaron Rodgers' productivity and the career that he's had, I believe he has some right. I believe he has to have some say-so, maybe have his input listened to. It's kind of similar to the Deshaun Watson situation where the organization is ignoring the quarterback, ignoring things that the quarterback may ask for, ignoring things that the quarterback may need or he feels that he needs to have success. Then there's been rumors thrown around that Rodgers wants the GM fired. And there's been throwing rumors around that Aaron Rodgers will not return to the Green Bay Packers this coming season. So we're going to take that and run with it a little bit. If Aaron Rodgers does not come back, one team that has been heavily talked about as far as rumors goes is the Denver Broncos. Now, the Denver Broncos in the draft absolutely surprised me at that number 9 pick, passing up maybe on a guy like Justin Fields and Mac Jones that were still available on the board. They do take Patrick Surtain II, which I think could come in and be a very good corner, especially on that Denver Broncos defense, which I still think, when healthy and when everything is clicking, led by head coach Vic Fangio, can easily be one of the top 10 defenses in the NFL. So when you pair an Aaron Rodgers with that type of a defense, and also the Broncos still have Courtland Sutton, who's coming back from injury, Jerry Jeudy, who had a really solid rookie season, KJ Hamler, who's a really good receiver. You have Noah Fant, who is really developing into one of the better tight ends in football. I really feel that you put Aaron Rodgers into that offense, and I really feel that they can be Super Bowl contenders right off the bat. Now, you're going to talk about the Denver Broncos this quarterback offseason. I still think the organization somewhat believes in Drew Lock. I still think the organization believes that Drew Lock can be the guy going forward. I really feel that the trade for Teddy Bridgewater, I think, was more of an insurance policy just in case that Drew Lock struggles. I really feel the trade for Teddy Bridgewater was on the notion that they were not going to take a quarterback with that number 9 overall pick. And when you start to think about it, what makes me really believe that the organization still believes in Drew Lock is that they made the trade for a veteran like Teddy Bridgewater just in case something happens to Drew Lock. They did not make a trade for any other quarterback this offseason that was available. They weren't looking in a quarterback market for any other quarterback that was available. And they also passed on QB at that number 9 overall selection. So it leads me to think that somehow John Elway still believes that Drew Lock has the talent. He still believes that Drew Lock can be the quarterback of the Denver Broncos' future. Now, I've been one to say on this channel that I've not really been a big believer in Drew Lock. I think it's time for Denver to go to a new direction at the quarterback position. And Aaron Rodgers becomes available for this Denver Broncos franchise, and I think that may be able to change their minds. Because once you solidify that quarterback position with the Denver Broncos roster that they have now, I easily see this team competing in that AFC West with Kansas City and competing in the AFC period with Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland, Tennessee, and teams like that. You put Aaron Rodgers on this roster, and Denver easily becomes an elevated football team. Now, I think Denver also has some trade pieces. Denver also has some wiggle room, especially with them not being so heavily invested in a salary cap with a lot of those players that they have that are young and still on their rookie deals. So even if Rodgers is able to come into that team, I think they will have some wiggle room to get a contract extension done, which is a part of the reason why he's also unhappy in Green Bay. So take Aaron Rodgers and put him in a Denver Broncos situation. That team is elevated tremendously. Now, my thoughts on a deal getting done, I honestly think Green Bay is going to play hardball, especially with that situation that Green Bay has now where they are right and nailed in that contending window. And also, I think they may hold just a little bit of the leverage in a situation like this. Because of them holding the leverage, I think it's going to take a king's ransom to get Aaron Rodgers out of Denver. And is Denver going to be willing to pay that price of giving up probably 2, maybe even 3 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers, some thirds, some seconds down the line, maybe even a young player to go to Denver? Maybe Teddy Bridgewater is involved in this trade and he gets sent to the Green Bay Packers in a deal. To be 100% honest, I really see a scenario where Aaron Rodgers is not moved and Aaron Rodgers stays right in Green Bay for the 2021 season. But I also don't see it going beyond that. especially if the Packers are unwilling to extend his contract and they are willing to move on and have Jordan Love as their quarterback going forward. Now, while Aaron Rodgers to Denver might be absolutely a great thing for the Broncos organization and the Denver Broncos fans, if you give me a 1 to 100 if this trade happening, I will say it's probably on the 20% of it happening because of all of the factors, his contract, and Green Bay is probably going to absolutely play hardball in this situation. And they are not going to deal Aaron Rodgers, as they have came out and said they are willing to work with Rodgers and get things right and move things forward. But in overall, Aaron Rodgers, I don't think will be traded this offseason. But that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys leave this video a like. That only helps this channel to grow. Do you think the Denver Broncos are the best situation for him? Do you think the Packers will actually move him to Denver? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to continue this conversation forward. And if you have gotten to this point in the video, comment Aaron Rodgers to Denver, and also click that subscribe button and that notification bell on this channel so you will not miss a single video. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day, and I'll catch you guys in a new video. Peace.